Alrighty, hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit odd, but one of my favorite content creators has released something pretty cool. This is the Pyramid Ultimate. It is now a standalone app on itch.io. It was previously a tabletop simulator workshop item. So basically we're going to be picking a bunch of decks for challenges to try and roguelikes. Then we are going to try to complete those challenges to get a score. And at the end, we're just here to have fun. Make sure you check out Alexa on their YouTube or at Alexo stream on Twitch. But yeah. We're gonna hop right into this in a moment. I already chose what decks I'm gonna be using. I have no clue what's in most of these challenges, but I'm very excited to find out. Just gonna do some quick tactical checks, and then we'll jump right into it. Getting started. The Pyramid is an Indian roguelike roulette challenge where you draft games to play, then tackle custom challenges in each game. To get started, click on any games you are interested in playing, right-click to remove from deck. Use the next and previous buttons to view more games. Once you've created a deck of games you want to play, click the Done Drafting button, click 1, 3, 5 or how many games you want to play. This will create a custom hand-made challenges for the games you drafted. Card on the left is the primary objective, and the card on the right is the secondary. Primary is worth 100 points to complete. The secondary objective is also worth 100 points, but can only be completed if the primary objective is also completed. So yeah, we're going to have an interesting time. Let's see what score we can gain. It deselected my decks, but honestly, I'm fine with that. So we're going to grab Backpack Hero, Brotato. Might just cycle through this a few times. Backpack Hero, Brotato. I'm not seeing anything I want on this page. I had a deck set up, but I guess I was tabbed out for too long. Nova Drift, Risk of Rain 2, and I believe Ultrakill was in here somewhere. I'll grab Neobite as well. That's a pretty good game. Ultrakill. There we go. Done drafting. I'd like to do 3 games today. We want to beat Wave 100 on Wild Metamorphosis in Nova Drift. Take the battery, ship hull, and salvo weapon once available. Salvo. That's a missile ship. Take at least 8 mild... words, yes. Take at least 8 wild mods over the course of the run. I cannot change my ship or weapon. This is extra interesting because we don't have to be playing with difficulty modifiers on. Now, difficulty modifiers are good for the long run of the course of your run. The more XP and the more points you're gaining will make it a lot easier to get a good score once you start going past Wave 100. But our pure objective is going to be beating Wave 100. So we might turn off some difficulty options. Oh, we got two Risk of Rain challenges? I'm gonna reroll one of those. Okay. Did not know that would be how it works. Okay, last reroll. Alrighty, I like the look of this. Interesting. Gonna pull up the requirements for Artifact of Metamorphosis. But we are going to be doing Nova Drift first. The challenge for Nova Drift is actually kind of scary for me because I am not a fan of the Leviathan hull. I thoroughly do not enjoy playing it, and I haven't really given it much of a chance, to be fair. So yeah, let's hop into that and start suffering. We have to take Vortex as our weapon. When fighting a boss, do not move off the screen to travel to... let me read that secondary a bit more. If it lets me... Okay, Nova Drift really wants to be the top screen, so I gotta close it. When fighting a boss, do not move off the screen to travel to another area of the screen. Interesting. I have to play every boss like screen warp isn't on, which is really bad for a Leviathan hull, I would assume, since it's basically a glorified crash body. Now we can properly start up Nova Drift. Alright. I'm gonna turn... Do I want to turn off Hostile Universe? A 30 experience bonus ain't bad. I'm fine with elite enemies. I'll turn off enemy territory. I'm definitely going to leave Wild Metamorphosis on, and I'll actually turn Endless off. Never mind, that's not an option just yet in the game's course of development. I'm actually pretty concerned about this, because I hate Leviathan. As always, let me know if anything audio balancing is a little bit off. I'm always happy to change it. Sound effects in this game are usually kept low for me just because when I get really far on an explosive build, I don't want to have to deal with the constant explosion noises. I suppose I'll actually turn it up for this run, though. I'm probably going to kill myself after wave 100, unless we have something really spicy going. I'm waiting until I have enough level ups to grab Leviathan and my preferred shields or whatever at the same time. I'm used to starting on level 12, so we got a little bit of time to start stocking up upgrades. I'd like to have 3 upgrades so I can get all my modifiers at once. If only I could aim. Alrighty, we need Vortex or Shield. I honestly think I'm going to want Reflect because that effect will be applying to my entire body. And I gotta reroll to find Leviathan. There we go. Might just go for a shield build right off the bat. We have Maelstrom, which I don't know how much I actually want. It's definitely an idea, though. Let's check back in on this challenge if Nova Drift will let us, which it will not. Because we can't screen warp during bosses, and we have to take Vortex as our weapon. Nothing says against us going full drones. But also, I'm not going to be able to dodge enough, so drones aren't going to be the most useful. I'll grab regen right away, so that I can start grabbing passive shield regen. What's my self-damage resistance at? I feel like it's pretty decent already. Self-damage resistance 0%. Nah, I just don't have enough fire rate for the Vortex to charge up that much. I don't care about shield effect radius. Shield effect power is quite interesting. I think I'm just gonna want to be speccing into, like, hull and shield, so. I need to do my best to try to not allow my head to get hit. Rapid reconstruction could be good. How exactly does Leviathan scale? Segments take less damage from enemies. Just less damage in general. Extra global damage and knockback resistance per segment. Faster segments rotating, the more damage it does. You gain a segment for each of my levels, starting off with 10 segments at a base. So I can't affect getting more segments like that by increasing my hull. Let me actually change the game to the right category real quick, though, so I have a chance of being... or not of being, of having some discoverability. Okay. Shield cooldown would be pretty solid. I think I'll just go for absorption. Plating's always fantastic. I took so much damage from that cargo ship just because it was hitting my head segment. Definitely going to be an interesting build to try. I don't know how I'm supposed to crash into enemies by rotating into them, though. I will gladly grab Force Armor. I feel like Adaptive Armor is going to be pretty nice for a general survival. Aegis and Emergency... Aegis is basically useless. I do not want Celestial Lance. Emergency systems wouldn't be bad. I'll grab Adaptive Armor and Juggernaut. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare trying to get our shield cooldown to properly trigger. Might not want to spec as deeply into that as I initially thought. Alright, boss wave. Try not to screen wrap. I mean, that was surprisingly effective. I'm debating taking that extra shield regen now. Seems a little scary to me. I'll gladly take channeling. That's not bad. I don't think self-damage builds up armor stacks from absorption and channeling, but, you know, if it does, all the better. Okay, at least I can reflect the rail shots. Interesting. I'm not going to be using Vortex so much as a direct weapon, but I can use it as a way to pull enemies into me. I definitely want Skirmish. The extra crash damage is going to be almost necessary, I'd imagine. I let him boot my snoot. I do have to admit, the way this thing moves looks freaking awesome. It is great. I don't know the alias of the developer of this game, but they just always do a fantastic job. Nah, it's a shame they got away. That's potentially a lot of XP that we just lost out on. Alright. Blitz is pretty solid. I don't know how much I care about weapon damage, but the other passive from it's pretty nice. I think I'm just going to smack that with a reroll. Thrust wouldn't be bad, but I'm honestly thinking rotation speed might be better. I will gladly take Terminate, though. Yeah, if they don't manage to boot me in the snoo, I don't actually take that much damage from anything. Oh, that's terrifying, though. Alrighty. Energized Shield is definitely interesting, but I can't rely on screen wrapping, so going at absurd speeds won't be the best. Ricochet Shot does nothing for Vortex because it doesn't count as a projectile. Or it can't get destroyed on an impact because the projectile does not have an impact phase or an impact trigger. Essence Sap is definitely interesting. It only affects my hull, though. It does not affect my shields. Kinetic Boost ain't bad, but also I can't leverage it as much that, like, I'm just gonna take Spontaneous Generation. It's not bad, mainly just because the swarm constructs that spawn from it give a little bit of vulnerability to enemies. Okay, good. I was worried it would be the Moon Destroyer or whatever it's called, because I would have no clue how to fight him with this hull. Come on, try to ram right into me. Okay, I really need to start moving because I'm taking a lot of health damage. Let myself regen a little bit of that. And I don't think I screen wrap there. I could be wrong, though. Shield cooldown would be pretty good. Honestly, volatile shields wouldn't be bad to grab here. I'll go for extra thrust for now. I'm going to want to take any chance I can to make my hull larger, which will probably end up downgrading my speed. So I'm going to need to compensate for that. I'll take efficiency. Extra regen's always nice. And I'm not firing Vortex constantly, anywho. You gotta be careful of these purple, like, horseshoe crab elites, because they can sometimes randomly shoot projectiles with no warning. Shoot projectiles beyond the, like, cluster mine that they shoot out occasionally, anyway. I think I'm starting to understand it. It's definitely an interesting play style. Very difficult to actually get started, though. That's not great. I just don't want to get hit multiple times by that attack, otherwise I should be okay. I'm still not sure about speccing into my shields here. I'd grab basically just hull upgrades, so I guess I'll spec into that. The extra plating is pretty nice, I suppose, too. It's also gonna clear up the mod pool quite a bit. I guess I'll go for it. Adrenal Module is pretty great for us. Deadly Wake's nice, but I don't know where it's going to actually come from. I'm gonna reroll to see if I can get Stabilize again. Because I would like that rotation speed. There we go. Grandeur. Extra body size, lower movement speed. Gain 2 levels. There's that rotation speed I wanted. Okay, Deadly Weight comes from the far back of our hull. That is good to know. We are becoming large. Yeah, rapid regen was definitely the way to go. Gimme. I'm glad that we managed to take care of that transport train. Very nice. Alright, power reserves. Now, Vortex does give us a movement speed decrease while we're charging it, but I don't know how much I care about that. Galvanic Outburst is a shield mod. I do not want it. Honestly, grabbing Turret for some extra burst damage wouldn't be a bad idea, but it would add a ton of mods to the mod pool that I don't know if I want right now. Oh, you know I want to. I don't know if that would cancel out the challenge, though. Ooh, Burning Wake triggers twice on us. Now that's fancy. Because it's triggering from the top portion of my hull and the tail. Oh god. Gotta beware of beamers. This is possibly the worst boss to get in this situation. Never mind. That was fast. I guess my strategy of just not FTLing, into the breaching them worked. Sitting on the spawn point, letting them blow themselves up. I'm not really moving that much, so kinetic boost wouldn't be the best. I suppose Aegis is alright, but I'm always thrusting. Take that as you will. I'm always thrusting. I would like to try Void Slice. That is a new mod, and I'm just curious to see... Wow. That is so cursed. That's gonna let me teleport inside of enemies, though. Yeah, that's gonna let me do that. Okay, if we can get Phantom Strike, that'd probably be amazing. It's a wild mob that when you deal crash damage to an enemy on a short cooldown, you teleport behind them. Because with this, if I go right in front of an enemy, I can teleport my head behind him and instantly have them collide with the tail segments. I like it. Ooh. I'm starting to like Leviathan now. This is a dangerous path. I'll grab extra burn damage. We're doing a good chunk, and I honestly wouldn't mind grabbing Dying Star. Dealing constant burn damage to enemies around me would be interesting, and we have a fair amount of plating as well. Oh, I'm grabbing Evolutionary Niche. You bet I'm grabbing that. That is very effective. Oh, that's an enemy projectile. I would be so dead if I was playing any other class. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now I can teleport through them and get a bit of extra damage off for free. I suppose I did spec into a wild mod for it, so it did cost a level up, but whatever. Let me pretend it's a good investment. shield builds are like my favorite builds in this game because I can just go, I dare you to hit me, and this seems like the next level of that. Like, this is currently taking a little bit less effort than a full-on shield build goes, and I might be able to scale it past where a shield build would normally start falling off. I'll grab Evolutionary Niche again, because that's going to allow our hull segments to gain yet more armor per segment. The snake fights the snake, but I am the bigger snake. Well, yeah, it's safe to say that Leviathan, I like it now. You constantly take 11 self-damage a second. How much do I regen currently? Hull regeneration is 20 a second. That'd cut my regen in half, but let's grab hypermetabolism. And our regen per second is now 22. Alright. I will try to grab Dying Star next time I see it. I'm happy with losing 11 of that. Or basically losing 11 of that for constant burn damage. It's going to help dealing with a lot of the smaller ships, which I imagine I'd have issues with. I'm just going to go right into this. I don't want to lose out on XP. Freezes times while you're in there. I kind of want to get rid of my weapon at this point, but I don't know if that would disqualify me using Leviathan and Vortex. Because technically it removes it. Purge is pretty solid. Deflagration is great. I'm doing it. I'm just getting a ton of extra hull and body plating. I'll grab Dying Star now. Now we can also start speccing into things like blast radius and burn damage. Alright, who's our wave 90 boss? You? Just a mini boss, I guess. Okay, then. And things just kind of happen once you get this big and loopy. I'm just playing Slither IO at this point. I guess that's the inspiration for this hull, because the head takes a ton of extra damage. You want to encourage the enemies to run into one of your side hull portions instead of smacking them head on. Those Orbs of Discord are going to help with smaller enemies as well. They scale with the amount of wild mods, which are the blue mods we grab. Okay, let's see. Already grabbed Candescence. Do I want Purge? Purge is not bad. What is Dying Star modified by? Ignite everything in a huge radius. I'm pretty sure it's modified by blast radius, but I do not know. Wave 100. This is it, boys. And it's Seraph. Yeah, we win. We win this, no questions. I'll wait till he's done with this phase, just because I don't want to deal with the bubbles. Ah, I accidentally screen warped. I did not want to do that. But yeah, we have beaten the primary challenge. I'm gonna say we failed the secondary challenge just because I got knocked into screen warping there. Do I want to continue this run? Because, like, this run already has pretty huge potential from what we've done, but I don't want to be sitting here for 3 hours on one game for the Pyramid. So I say I try to make it to wave 200 and then swap to the next game. I will... Oh. Gain hull and shields for each ignited enemy, paired with Dying Star. That works amazingly well for us. Hell yeah, I'm grabbing that. Yeah, I'm definitely understanding this hull better. It's definitely powerful. I can see why they nerfed it now. Honestly, I'm hoping for a wild mod like Grandeur, Bravado, or Evolutionary Niche to just come by kind of consistently. I could start saving up level ups for our Traxia, since that gives us a passive hull bonus for every unspent upgrade point we have. This does increase our burn damage. This does not. Causes it to distribute corrosive stacks to nearby targets, and I'm not exactly using my weapon, so it is technically more burn damage, and it will give us more regen in the process of that. Yeah, enemies are just running into me as they spawn in. Look at me, I'm the cargo train now. Yeah, pretty ridiculous. When I played this hull originally, I guess I was just getting way too worried about, what's it called? I was getting way too worried about my body segments taking damage, when all I really had to worry about was my head. Okay, that only affects weapon damage. I was wondering if that was a global or weapon, so I wanted to give it a look over. Slipstream ain't bad. I think I'm just going to spend all my rerolls to see which wild mods we can get. Death Blossom isn't useful to us. Phantom Strike, extra crash damage and crash resistance. If the target is still alive after you deal crash damage to it, you teleport to the other side of them, aiming Empowered Strike. That might only apply to my... It only applies to my head. Interesting. But, you know, that's still an extra 25% extra crash damage. Is that a stat I can see easily? We have crash damage resistance, which is separate from actual crash damage that we do. Huh. I'm actually not seeing it. Interesting. Unless... Nope. I have no clue what that's from. Or I have no clue where to see that. Honestly, the deep rock music fits oddly well with this. I suppose they're both games in space, but still. Yes, the IO games are strong with this one. I do have to worry about these guys because the lingering trails they leave is kind of spooky. Aw, they sent a snake after me. How cute. I don't know how useful Blitz is to us, even still. I suppose I'll start saving for our Traxia, see if I get a reroll or something. Something like Quantum Explosion, or whatever the mod... Quantum Growth, I think it's called? It's like you gain 5 levels, but you lose your ability to gain rerolls and all of your current rerolls. Would also be pretty great for us. But I'm just looking into grabbing our Traxia now, which gives us stats for each unused level up point. I guess I'll grab Kinetic Boost. Or no, save up for Atraxia. I'm just being stupid. Sorry. Yeah, because we get the extra hull segment whether we spend our upgrade point or not. We want, what, 5 upgrade points unspent, and then Atraxia will be added to the pool? We just need to have rerolls to actually look for it by then. Which, past Wave 100 rerolls can be kind of rough to get. I have 2 of them. Yeah, it sucks that we lost out on the secondary objective right at the end there, but you know, oh, that was pretty janky, but you know, I didn't take, like, any damage from it, so I'm not gonna complain. Oh, hey, it's one of the new enemies. It prints Space Invaders. What is our max hull at? 334. That's pretty damn solid. I honestly thought it'd be higher with how much of the bottom of my screen my health bar is taking up. These landmines could be a little bit spicy, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I let his bubbles shred me. See, that's why that little bit on the bottom is why I skipped that phase the first time. If I just made myself into a straight line in the middle, I would have been able to get all of these guys on their way out. Honestly, the score feels really low for Wave 150 because I'm used to playing with every challenge modifier on. Let's see what the requirements for Atraxia actually are now. Stockpile 4 unspent upgrade points. I'll wait until I have 5. Just so that I'm still getting a bonus after I pick up Atraxia. Or a sizable bonus anyway. Just let him run into me. There we go. That's how it should go. Give me the cargo. Damn, they were bad at Slither IO. There we go, Atraxia. And now we spend our rerolls and just don't actually use our upgrade points. Atraxia is 5% global damage and 1% total maximum hull, shield, and thrust per unspent upgrade point. While you have 5 or more upgrade points plus 30% body gear powers. Body gears are the global damage and knockback, I assume? What's our global damage modifier look like? 40%? Pretty solid. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're all beam users. Dirty beam users. You know, that's a weapon we don't really have yet. Like, beyond the thermal lance, we don't have just, like, a laser beam. Like, we just got swords. What if we got a Death Star laser next? We have the thermal lance, which can do some pretty silly stuff. But, like, that's more of a sword. It's a close-range sword. Or not a sword. You just turned yourself into a glorified lightsaber, not like an actual beam. Could be overpowered in the player's hands, but I don't know how they'd handle scaling with it. Because, like, the super unique thing about this game is every time you change your weapon or your body or decide to use a different drone, you have to figure out a different way to scale them. And even within figuring out how to scale them, there's multiple viable ways to do so. So it just spirals into a lot of replayability and experimentation. Like, this game might not look like a ton on the surface, because it does have a relatively simple art style. Like, it uses some great theming with the neon, but the art style itself, pretty simplistic. Looks fantastic, gets the job done. But the real depth comes in with the systems. And it's just so well put together. We have those 5 boosts from Ultrakill. I'm not seeing the global damage modifier being actually added on here. So I guess the Ultrakill modifier is calculated separately from your actual stats? The average damage is absurd. I need to check some of my other runs to see what the average damage is. So, like, that can't be average damage per hit. I guess that might be average DPS. Let's see. Because my highest damage was 12k. Uh-oh. We got shredded. We're almost at wave 200. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to experiment more with Leviathan in my own time. Nova Drift's just the perfect game for me to pick up, put down, play whenever I feel like it, really. Nice bite-sized experience. I know I'm just sort of rambling on here, but, like, I can't stay consistent with my content. So the least I can try to do is try to experiment with something new or attempt to improve upon something that I already do every time I go live. Of course, if I'm in a co-op stream, there's not a ton of stuff that's going to be within my control, because I just go into full-on podcast mode at that point, but, you know, I need to start putting more effort into these solo streams. Because I do not have the physical ability to be able to do these streams consistently. I might as well make them as good as I possibly can. But yeah, this run's just on autopilot at this point. After this wave, we've gotten to wave 200, though. Oh, there it is. Kill me, boys. I'm just gonna sit here, see how long it takes. I'm just gonna let them push me around. Let's see how long it takes them to murder me. Well, my head's completely exposed now, so that'll probably do something. Oh, come on. You done gone hit it again. I can't be stopped. I'm too wiggly. Is he gonna do it? Nah, not enough raw DPS. Because if they don't burst me down all at once, I have such a good regen rate that I'm gonna get back up pretty quickly. Come on, guys. You can spawn in more enemies. Do I really have to? Come on. You can do it. You can try to murder me. I want to die. Please. Become 80 segments long as Leviathan. Well, there you go. I'm not even doing anything and everything's just dying. This is better than a drone build. Full autopilot. Come on, you can do it. Kill the Leviathan. Are you kidding me? Just murder me already. I want to move on to the next game. I can't die. Would the squids deal with me? Nope. Oh my goodness. Seeing these white enemies attacking me right now actually makes me think of the super mod called Strafe. So there's a mod that lets you move from left to right with a little bit more precision, like a burst or a dodge roll sort of thing. But there's a super mod that works off of that makes you shoot whenever you strafe and not allow you to fire your weapon normally. So would that apply to every segment of the Leviathan's hull? Like, what would that do? I'm not even playing the game. I might actually have to quit out of this. Come on, you can do it, Seraph. Nope, apparently not. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's safe to say I might have a new high score soon. Because we're past wave 100 right now, and I'm not even touching the keyboard. I'm not trying to collect XP. I'm not trying to make my damage get maximized or anything. This is ridiculous. You're just gonna die, bud. Don't. Oh my goodness. How long is this gonna go on for? I'm not doing anything. Come on, kill me. I'm just checking my messages at this point. I think I'm gonna actually have to exit out unless these two manage to pull off something nice. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yes! Woo! Alrighty, that's 100 points on the board for my first pyramid. At least if getting rid of my Leviathan's weapon 90% of the way through the run counts as me still choosing Vortex and not replacing my weapon, you know, we should read the print again. So my personal high score is 2.337 million. It was an engineer build focusing on turrets, but it looks like I did some flak mines alongside it. Yeah, it looks like I basically killed myself near the end there with that rapid regeneration, but getting the quantum growth mod early did a lot for us. Yeah, the average damage is nothing on that run. Like, look at this. The average damages are so low. But on that Leviathan run, it was absurd. Oh, that's why my keyboard shortcuts haven't been working, because I had frickin' number lock off. Alrighty, our next one is an Ultrakill challenge, beat level 2-2 with a B rank or higher. I can only use revolver, shotgun, and their variants. Interesting. Oh, wait. You cannot change your ship or weapon. So yeah, I'd say we qualify for that. Oh. Oh, you can re-roll single cards. I wasn't aware of that. And that could have saved me a lot of trouble. Cool. Alrighty. Can I zoom in on this? You must draw another secondary objective as well. How do I do that? Yeah, I could definitely use some control guides in this thing, but yeah. What Alexa's shown off so far is pretty great. But let's pop open Ultrakill. A World Serpent. Very cool. Something I extra gotta shout out. Oh, how appropriate for that song to start playing. I do really have to shout out the Nova Drift developer, though. They put effort into making these achievements look nice. Like, these are crisp looking. And Ultrakill is stealing my cursor. I am going to be extremely tilted on this game because I've been playing Risk of Rain, and aiming is extremely different there. We are going to level 2-2, I believe. No weapons beyond shotgun or revolver. But I can use their variants. Oh, that's a second chapter thing. Do I even have my old save file? I do. We need to go to... Oh, this is difficulty standard. Act 2. No, that's 4-2. Act 1, 1-2, 2-2. Death at 20,000 volts. Alright. We are playing on standard, and I'm quite rusty at this game. We're also supposed to have the railgun at this point, so it'll be extra interesting. I don't remember any of the controls. But you know, that's what makes it fun. Gotta unequip all of my fun stuff. Alrighty. I can't use marksman, man. I will grab the alternate piercer. We don't have access to the third shotgun just yet. At least only having two weapons. At least having only two weapons is gonna simplify things for me. I actually do not care about core eject. We don't... Do we have a combo we can do with that? I might kill myself here for a second, but you know... Okay, we want piercer. Yes, we do have a combo we can do with that. Alright, we can ultra nuke. Oh, my aim's so messed up. So are my timings. Alrighty. I forget where all the buttons in here I need to break are. Don't I need to, like, sabotage the power grid or something? I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, there's one there. Maurice! How did I miss that? I'm so rusty. I can follow these cords, I think. Yeah, because that had a cord going back down. Sorry, I am incapable of talking during this game. But yeah, I hope you can understand why, given whatever the hell this is. So I got that one, I got that one. Did they hide anything down here? Oh, hello. Let me out! Go away, Cerberus. He's ballin'. I think he's also dead. Did Cerberus just kill himself? Alright, now where do I go? Unless they, like, just spawn something up in here, I don't imagine... that there's another one, right? There's really nothing in here? I feel like I had this exact issue the first time I played this level. I've broken 3 of the circuit breakers, but now where do I need to go? Or is this one not actually broken? No, it's broken. Oh, this gate up. Wait a minute. Okay, for a moment I was gonna be like, that's not how dimensional stuff works. That's not how Euclidean spaces work. Maurice! Ooh, I parried Maurice. I hate the staircase because I always find a way to jump off of it. We good? We good. I might have the grapple arm. Do I? I do. I'm not allowed to use this, though. I mean, I suppose that works. This is just the same thing as the last arena. Need to find 3 power grids to sabotage. Yeah, looks like it. I mean, I tried for the Ultra Nuke. I kind of succeeded. Ah. What happened there? These windows feel very suspicious, but you know, whatever. Maurice! I don't want to move it anymore. Is he dead? Because he just kind of blew up on me. I mean, there's a book in here. Oh, what's this? Secret. Okay, we found one of the power grids here. Where's the next one? I see something underneath us. That's the secret area we just found. And this is the way we came in from. There's gotta be like something down here I can do in that case, right? Yep. This may have been a mistake. Because I just found a secret and that usually triggers more enemies spawning. If I don't get a B on this level, it's gonna be like purely time-based, I'm gonna guess. Nah. Keep on getting stuck between the two buildings. Get over here. I have to release in order to. Oh, Maurice is back. I keep on trying to swap to my nail gun. Or my nail gun that I don't have. Ow. Almost died miserably there. Okay. One more piece of infrastructure left to find. This just leads up here, right? What's that beeping sound? They found me. Toilet jump scare. Now it's a secret and... Ah, that's where that beeping sound was coming from. Nothing up here. What if I hit that with a piercer shot? Because that does kind of look like glass. No. Where is the last piece of the power grid? Oh, it's literally just right up here. And we did get B rank. Hell yeah. I could definitely do better if I... What's it called? If I actually knew where the power grid bits were. But you know, we still did good there. That is Ultrakill / off the list with 200 points added as score because we did both the primary and secondary objective. Alrighty. We want to now defeat Mithrix or obliterate his commando, complete the Artifact of Chaos in stage 5, and fight the first stage teleporter with 3 or fewer items. I don't know what that third objective is supposed to be. But alrighty. Let's get my mod pack loaded on up. Mainly just a quality of life mod pack. There's one new item and like three new characters, I think, but that's it. Just getting things loaded up. Let's see. And we're loaded in. Let's get rolling. Commando, default loadout. Well, close to it. And I guess I will play in Rainstorm. I've been playing in Monsoon lately, but you know, I'll take a break, sure. Equipment barrel right off the bat, pretty nice. It's definitely a good contender for one of our 3 items for the first teleporter. I might... Okay, music is a little bit loud compared to the game. I might end up just, like, opening every chest, or trying to, and then coming back to it later. Right before the teleporter to see what 3 items I want before fighting the boss. And there's a Shrine of Combat right here, so I should probably hit it. Alright, after killing these guys, we should be able to start going on the chest opening spree. Disposable missile launcher is pretty solid. I'm gonna go see what's in that corrupted chest. And let me actually do a thing real quick, because I would like to get this up, but I need to move it to this side of the screen. About there should work. Let's hope it stops thinking I'm holding left click once OBS has started properly running. There we go. We tab back into the correct window, and we are off. There's a free space on screen, so I might as well. We're probably just looking for any proc items as commando. Proc and attack speed. I am going to want to pick that up, but not before the boss. I'll actually take potion here as one of my 3 items. That'll save me if I get into a bad spot. And actually, we gotta go hit it now, because I'm guessing equipment counts as an item. At least within that rule set. Once I find the teleporter, anywho. And it's probably up top in the middle somewhere. Or it's just right over here. Yeah, I see the sparkles. I'm just really hoping it's not Wandering Vagrant now. I had to open my fat mouth. We don't have much real damage, but as long as I keep it on this side of the pillar, I'll have some cover when I need it. Okay, these wisps really need to go away. I normally play on Monsoon, but that doesn't mean I play Commando. I'm really spending too much time clearing ads here. DMB is going to give us a little bit of free space. And we win. Regen scrap ain't bad to get on the first level. Now we loot. I'm probably going to go for Mithrix just because it's harder to do than getting to stage 8 on loop. My main reason behind doing that is because I feel like it's more in the spirit of this challenge. Though I honestly might end up looping if I don't have a pillar skip. I freaking hate pillars, man. What's that, printer? Topaz brooch, don't care. I wonder, does Monsoon make more chests spawning or something? I suppose 7's about average first level. Yeah, we got 7 items and we got an equipment. Yeah, we got everything we need here. To the teleporter. We're keeping on pretty okay time. Come on. Let's get rolling. We only really have disposable missile launcher for any form of direct horde clear, but you know, this may change that. I will take safer spaces here. Commando does not have high base damage, so Needle Tick wouldn't be great. And I'm not a big fan of Void Scent Flame, just in general. Though I suppose it would have been a good idea to grab just because of the extra horde clear. Hell yeah. I should have procced my equipment before I gave it away, but you know, we should be good. I hate these attacks. Play Apothecary's really annoying consistently. We still have that potion as backup. I should have taken that Lunar first level. It wasn't a good Lunar, so it makes sense for me not to pick it up, but still. And I need to actually check if my music playlist has its right settings on. It does not. I got very suspicious when it played 2 Dead Cell songs in a row. because I only have like 5 Dead Cell songs actually in there. Let's see. Still have yet to see any proper attack speed, but we do have Needle Tick and Sticky Grenade for proc items. Extra 20% damage ain't awful either, but I'm just not a fan of Watch personally. Hi, sorry for bothering you. I'm really desperate to get banned off of Twitch. That's what you sound like, robot. I'll make sure to report your account later. Very happy with that item trade. If anybody watching who's a mod in chat, could you please demolish them and then report their account? I will gladly take a backup mag here. Front of Wobble ain't awful. Not very good, not awful. Get over here. I require cash. Blood money, if you will. There's a lot of crates on this level. We are definitely going to want some healing in the long run as well. One short buying the next chest. Oddly shaped opal pairs quite nicely with safer spaces. Not a fan of Crowbar, especially not in Commando. I'm a fan of Crowbar in like Loader or Railgunner, but I'm gonna end up scrapping Crowbar, Bison Steak, and Topaz Brooch here in a moment. If you have a scrapper right next to a crit printer, I'm gonna take the opportunity to use it. Even if that costs us a few extra minutes. This stage has a pretty absurd amount of items, so we're gonna be spending a little bit more time than I'd like here, no matter what. I could probably get rid of the potion, but really we don't have any other reliable source of healing like a Cautious Slug, so I should definitely stick with keeping it for now. And we're gonna get a pretty healthy amount of crit here. I'll scrap the backup mag too. We want as high of a chance as possible. I am going to scrap Chronobobble just because we'll probably find a better green printer in the future. Yeah, our crit chance is 61% right now, 1% as the Survivor's base crit chance, and the 60 from the 6 classes we have. Very nice. Now we need Predatory Instincts and some more proc items, preferably. There we go. I'm gonna end up coming back to that scrapper again by the end of this level, aren't I? Coffee is very good for us. Extra move and attack speed, both things that we always like. Oh, that's great. Good chunk of items over here. Hopefully stuff that's actually useful. Now I'll probably end up scrapping that. I'll definitely take AP rounds though. Another Wandering Vagrant. Why does it always give, like, the same bosses in a row? Ah! I have no proper way of getting out of there. I really need to start... With Commando, I really need to figure out when it's time to stop shooting and start running. This is my main current issue with learning them. I want to always be doing damage, but that's not really the best option. No clue what's with these weird frame drops. It's probably just because I'm streaming. Because this game runs absurdly well for me when I'm not. What did we get? Leeching Seed, honestly, not awful for us. There's only one item I care about scrapping, so I'm just going to hit up the next level. At least we'll have a little bit of money. Oh, no, apparently we don't. Sometimes if you kill an enemy right as the teleporter triggers, you can bring money into the next level, but I guess if you're already teleported, you don't gain the money. No, stop that. Templars are always spooky. Nice. I'll actually just take another sticky bomb here. Hoping to find a green printer so I can actually get use out of that regen scrap. Confusion's pretty awful. Actually, it's a pretty solid item on this difficulty, but, like, in general, it's bad. Also, I'm guessing my equipment drone got killed by the Wandering Vagrant blast back there. That's freaking annoying. Guess I should have kept that missile launcher after all. Or at the very least waited to see if I had another equipment. What the hell are you doing, game? You haven't given me any wave clear. Stop spawning pests. Let's run off, find some items. We got a decent chunk of cash. I don't mind a bunch of backup mags. The more we have, the more we can just burst the boss down. We're a larger enemy. Come on, let me up. Finally, wave clear. Got a gas tank. Hopefully they don't make me regret getting rid of that chrono bauble. Stone's pretty solid. The construct's turret things do Apex construct, I think? I don't remember. Alpha construct, that's what they're called. The alpha constructs do a pretty hefty chunk of damage, but they're not the most accurate. And equipment. I'm just gonna take Gnarled Wood Sprite. It's always good. Just a bunch of passive regen for us. I'm still too poor. still getting really odd frame drops. Do I have VSync off? I should. The screen tearing sucks, but VSync should be off, yeah. Probably only running spikes due to my recording software being run. Alright, large chest over here for us to grab. I think there's another small chest over there. I'm just gonna smack the teleporter and come back, though. I would really like a Hapu Feather or something, though. Beetle Queen, 2 of them. Alright. At least it's not Wandering Vagrant on this map, because there is absolutely no cover for me. Beetle Queen's quite nice for us now that we have some basic wave clear, too. Yeah, I have no clue why the frame rate's so bad. I mean, it looks fine streaming, but I'm getting like 30 FPS. Alright. Chrono Bobble ain't bad. Would have preferred something like more damage or mobility, but you know, it's still not awful. Gonna want to check up here for some stuff. Unless I spawned over here, I don't think I've checked out this area. And stupid acid things, as always. Not sure if I'll have enough money for the large chest now, but you know, whatever. Unless it's a symbiotic scorpion in there, it's probably not super worth it. Where was it again? It's right down here. Alright. Squall ain't awful. Let's go. Making some pretty solid progress, going a lot slower than I'd like, because Commando sucks. Well, Commando's an alright character, but, like, it doesn't feel that great to play. Finally, something that we can use our regen scrap on. And these larvae are going to be a problem. I'm going to go over to this Vagrant, though, and start bullying it. Another regen scrap. I mean, that gets us another green item here already. We know that, so I'll do it. They're probably going to try to burst soon. Unless I'm just too far away, which I might be. Got a nice large burst of cash from that. Time to find some items. Red chest ain't down here. Let's see. I will gladly take bans. I'm tempted to take fireworks, but I also don't want to get rid of my single needle tick. That's not a needle tick, my single tri-tip dagger. We also might have a giant, what's it called? Stone Titan here? Whatever the boss variant of the stone golems are. I would like to go to Newt if possible. Yeah, we do have a stone golem. I'll try to find him and beat him up. Let's not be within your line of sight. That's probably a good idea. I will actually take Harvester's Scythe. Gives us a 5% crit chance and lets us heal a little bit whenever we crit. I will gladly take that, actually. Now that we actually have some healing items, a little bit of extra wave clear from Disposable Missile Launcher or just being able to bully Mithrix with Disposable Missile Launcher is quite nice. Alright, let's get back up there. I want to kill that golem. I have no clue what I'm looking at. And I'm down here again. Fantastic. I might as well grab this. More gas, very nice. Excuse me. I dashed into it, so the bounce pad was being weird. Alrighty. Let's figure out what that legendary chest is. I'm guessing it costs around like 4,000 right now. I still like to know where it is though. I think it's on the top of the tree. Or that's one of the 3 places it spawns in anyway. Cautious Slug's pretty solid. Send that out. Get a little bit of free damage. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Fubsy. After this run, I will be open for co-op shenanigans. Might end up joining someone else, but I don't know yet. More Regent scrap. Alright, I'll take another band. Don't mind if I do. Alright, I do know where the... what's it called? I do know where the legendary chest is, but I'm gonna need to fight the boss beforehand. I do not have enough cash, guaranteed. 3.8k. Could be bad. I'm gonna be real embarrassed if I died to the easiest boss in the game. At least what I deem as the easiest boss in the game. And of course there's regen elites in here. At least it's not a regen gup. That would be so obnoxious. More obnoxious than regen elites already are. It's so nice that the gas canister deletes all of the Grove Tender's projectiles. Just need to kill these side guys so that I can get some damage on them. Just this one stupid regen elite in there that's keeping the boss alive. Alrighty. More bans. I don't know if I can actually trigger bans, but you know, whatever. Hey, exactly kind of what we wanted. Like, unless it was 57 Leaf Clover, like, that's probably the best possible legendary for us to get right now. Pocket ICBM would be good too, but we only have disposable missile launcher to proc it, so probably the best possible outcome. Crit scope, I guess, would have been good. But this synergizes pretty nicely with what we already have. Okay, we have the ability to scrap stuff here. We do not have much mobility. We don't have a ton going for us in this run in general. It's not very good. The only thing this run has done for me is make me wish that I had the alternate mouse 2 for commando equipped so I could trigger bans. Elite wisps are always the most terrifying things in this game. If we can kill this boss, we'll have a very good chunk of money. Yeah, we can also trigger Deathmark on things now, since we have the full combo. Ow. Let's see. I would like to go to Newt here, but also if we get a Newt, it'll probably skip commencement. So we can't do that. Just gotta go around and buy some chests now, because we are very underpowered. Ooh, Hapu Feather, finally. I'm gonna get myself 2 of those. Might come back for more if I don't see another decent scrapper here. Not another decent scrapper, another decent recycler here. Focus Crystal's pretty solid. Probably not the best choice for me, though. Unless, of course, it's the only printer, but we can still save our scrap for the suit printers on commencement. And we don't have a way over here to jump to the other side of the map, okay. Ow. I'm just gonna skedaddle, actually. That's a really big group of enemies that I don't want to tangle with directly. I'm very fine with peppering them from a distance, but I don't want to be anywhere near that. Lots of projectile enemies to be scared of there. Focus crystal really the only printer they're going to be giving us? I could check down here, of course, but still. Normally printers don't really spawn down here. My speed's so awful. I hate mushrooms. Well, I hate mushrooms in this game. They taste quite nice, actually. Oh, come on, really? That's just rude. There's still an elite Frost Lemurian somewhere around here, unless I died via status effects. Yeah, there they are. Oh, God. Of course, there's a healing wisp. There's always a healing wisp. Probably should have taken Red Whip just for some speed. Jesus. Oh, got air shot by a greater wisp. God damn. Can't even be mad at that. Yeah, that was a pretty all-around awful run items-wise. We didn't get any items that properly worked in Commando, and I did a bad job at deciding the loadout for Commando as well. Because I had no way to proc my 5 bands, which are usually the best items you have for DPS. Alrighty, though. That was it for the pyramid, and we ended up coming out of that with 300 points. We got 200 points from Ultrakill, 100 points from Nova Drift, and 0 points from the Risk of Rain 2 roll. That was the Millennial Pyramid of Petable Dogs. Hope you all had a great time. Let's see. What do we do next? That went a little bit faster than I was expecting it to. Hour 46 minutes. Pretty good time. Let me close out of this, and we can get a screenshot of that for when this goes on YouTube. But yeah, this is a little experiment I wanted to try out. Thanks a ton to Alexa Stream for making this easily available tool. It's a very fun challenge to try, and I'd recommend doing it yourself. It's available on itch.io, which is an indie game platform. It might be on mobile. I'm not sure if it's there yet. Go to Alexa's channel for more information. I'll copy and paste my credit to them again in chat just to make sure it's there. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Thanks a ton for stopping by, anybody who actually hopped in, and have a great time, everyone.